Yeah, g'day guys, Steve from Dirt Bike and Old As Adventures here. Just out in the shed, about to start putting my sticker kit on as part of the XT660 bike build. This is a bit of a classic bike. It's a 12-year-old bike now. It's in a good original condition. So to a small degree, I'm putting a sticker kit on to actually protect the bike and keep it probably as close to original as I can. Although I have modified this bike, I've cut the subframe and dropped the subframe down, so it's more of a practical bike. From the aesthetics point of view, I try and keep my bikes fairly original. So there's already a little bit of tiny wear marks on the tanks and the side covers from just general use, but it's a fairly low kilometre bike and it's in really quite good condition. So the stickers will help to keep that sort of original condition and take a lot of the wear and tear. But also just looking for a bit of a different look. I love putting sticker kits on bikes. Obviously I don't always do it, but in this case I think it's going to really make it something a little bit different. So yeah, it's nice being a little bit different and customising things a little bit. That's what I do, and that's part of the bike build. It's probably an overused term, the word bike build, but it's just a bit of customisation to suit your personal choices. So I'm just going to go through and start putting stickers all over this bike now. It's quite an extensive sticker kit from a company called OD Graphics, Outdoors Graphics over in Ukraine. Good luck to people in the Ukraine. Not an ideal situation, but nonetheless these guys seem to be still trading, and yeah, good luck to them all over there. I hope things come out okay. But these guys have been really good to deal with, and so yeah, I just thought I'd try to get a little bit of a video of me just sticking a few of them on. It's not going to be a long video, you know me, I don't like big, long, extensive reviews or detailed instructions on everything, but you'll get the idea. So yeah, I'm just going to run through and start putting a few sticker kits on, a few stickers on this, and then we'll obviously we'll show it off at the end. I'll do a bike build video. We'll get into it. As with all these videos, I guess I better talk about what tools you're going to need. It's the usual story: the heat guns, you know, some trimming knives, a little fine screwdriver, or a pick or something that you can get underneath the edge of the decal to get bubbles out. Some squeegees or blades, little plastic blades for pushing bubbles out and just moving stickers around, that sort of stuff. I use these ones. These are designed for silicon, but I use those for decals as well. I usually have a little razor blade scraper and some sandpaper just in case there's some little gouges or something, little repairs you want to sand out, or particularly with dirt bikes, you might want to just sand out some gouges in the plastics and just get them all a little bit smoother. And of course, just some cleaning agent. So that's rubbing alcohol. So that will obviously evaporate off as soon as you clean the plastics down. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into it. So you give them a rub down first, make sure they're nice and clean. Totally up to you whether you pull plastics off or leave them on. If they're fairly easy, I leave them on. If they're a bit intricate, I pull them off. This one is a fairly easy one. I'm going to start with this one. And what I do is I make sure I'm 100% happy with where I've got the decal or sticker located on all edges. Go right, yeah, that's good, that's good. That could go up a little bit. So that probably wants to go like that. And you just go around all your edges. Gee, these are fitting nice. Wow, they're good quality graphics, these are. Wow, yeah, they're beautiful. That's pretty well perfect. I'm going to do that. Oops, I've lost my position. Righto, we'll start again. I'm actually in the sun at the moment, or near the sun, so I'm not worried too much about the heat. Ooh. Oh, that's off my finger. Yeah, very happy with that. They're good quality decals. These are fitting beautiful. Hopefully the rest are as good as this. Excuse me if I'm a bit hoarse and a bit scratchy, as I said. Got COVID-19 at the moment. Lockdown. 7 days. Always make sure your surfaces are spot on, nice and clean. Just remember too, I'm starting with a fairly simple one. Do a trial fit, pick up something that sort of a line or a hole or something that makes it work and go, right, yeah, so if I line that top edge up 3mm down, that's going to pretty well work. So yeah, make sure you do a bit of a trial fit. That's one of the big secrets, I reckon. And the other secret, I reckon, is to don't pull all the paper off, the wax paper off the back. Just pull half it off. With this one, it's probably not too bad. It's on a really flat surface, and again, I've started on some easy ones here. We'll do a tank one in a minute, and that's going to be really interesting. But yeah, depending on what sort of sticker it is, but obviously with this one it's fairly straightforward, so I'm happy to pull the whole backing paper off. Try not to get your fingers too much on the back of the what's the name? Make sure that's dry. And as I said, if I kept that 3mm down from the edge, basically went from there to there, that would work. Probably. You can see I'm trying not to get my fingers around the back of that decal very much. Now it's really cold out here at the moment. And work away from an edge. Don't, push the bottom in now. You sort of have to work away from an edge. Oops. Bugger that one up. As I've said before, these are quite heavy thickness decals. Work your way out from the centre. These are quite heavy decals, so they're a little bit harder to put on, but I did want the heavier decals for the protection these of the bike. Got a heat there, try and get some. Bit of a crinkle there, but not too bad. Got away with that, I think. So yeah, it's quite cold, as I said, and the decals are very heavy, so I'll come back to these. Oh,
maybe tomorrow, and just go right back over them with a heat gun and bed them down again, because they're not, it's too cold, the metal's too cold and the decals are too cold. But as I said, I'll probably actually do it this afternoon when the day warms up a little bit. But there you have it. As I say, start with easy ones, straight ones. You can see I've done these ones up here. They're another classic sort of flat decal to start with. But again, you can just see that edge is not quite sitting right, and a little bubble there, and that's the sort of things you've got to pick up when you come back over it later on with the heat gun. So yeah. But anyway, I think we'll do one of the tank ones now. It's going to be very interesting. These are going to be very difficult, these tank ones. So yeah, we'll have a crack though. Basically with this one, guys, I've got to get that right. And I think I'm just going to follow the line of their decals there. But yeah, you can see I'm going to have a lot of pinching with this one. I don't think I can avoid it. It's just going to be, it is what it's going to be, I think. So it is what it is, as I say. So yeah, you can see as I wrap that over, there's going to be, yeah, some little pinches. But anyway, we'll see how we go. I'll heat this decal up, heat the tank up, and we'll chuck her on. And again, guys, I'm only going to start with this section here, so I'm going to pull the wax paper off this section. Not going to pull it all off. That's one of the critical things. Don't pull all your wax paper off. I'm just going to go to there like that. Oops, come off. I'm going to do that bend and tear that wax paper off. And here we go. This one's going to be very difficult. So absolutely critical that I get that Yamaha symbol right. Probably going to have to do. I'm going to have to pull this cover off, it's getting in the way. But I've biased that towards the top of the symbol a little bit there. Got a little air bubble there, tiny little air bubble. You just see a couple of little creases there, but overall I'm not unhappy with that. That's I've biased it up a little bit onto the symbol here just to get it away from this bottom edge. But overall I'm not unhappy with that, considering how thick the graphics are. I'm just being a little bit conscious that I'm not going to be able to get it perfect. I've done motocross bikes and enduro bikes before, and much lighter graphics and a lot easier, so I knew this one was going to be a challenge, shall we say. But you can see lots of curves and everything in here, so you know it's certainly the most difficult decal kit I've ever put on. So lots of heat, lots of patience, yeah. overall I'm really impressed with these graphics, guys. These are OD graphics. I'll just give you a look at that. OD graphics there. Overall they are absolute dynamite. I'm really pleased with them. They're you know, considering the complexity of this decal, you know, I've had to shift it up 2mm just on that symbol, but considering the complexity, yeah, they're fitting really well. And just give me that little bit of a different look. Overall, pretty happy with that. See a little bit of the decal here underneath the tank, but I've still pushed that up a little bit. But yeah, going to be a good looking bike. So yeah, in this case I'm going to very much heat the decal. Out in the shed, it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning. So that really just flexes to the shape of the panel here. And that's what you want. You want that sitting basically to the shape of the panel. So with this one there's 2 holes. Again, we have to start with the holes really. So I'm going to just pull one side off and just see how I go. I've done a bit of a trial fit, and if I follow this edge it seems to work well. So I'm going to tear that off like that. And if I just follow that edge over here, seem to work pretty good. Again, that's that trial fit. This has got a massive hollow in it, this one. So I'm going to work that in first. A bit more heat probably. Bubble will get out there in a minute. And you can see that's following that edge reasonably well. In fact, that's quite nice. Slightly out on my hole, but we'll get away with that. Considering the curves and the shapes in these panels, these decals are really good. I did have to trim this apex out on the other side as well, which I'm perfectly happy to do. So overall, that is a really good fit. Well, anyway guys, that's all the decals done. OD Graphics get a very big tick from us, very good quality. I went for the really heavy duty graphics, the really thick ones. They are a little bit more difficult to put on, or a lot more difficult to put on. But the templates and they're using the cutouts are really good. Very good quality graphics, so very pleased. Bike's just got a bit of a different look now. I'm not expecting miracles from a 12-year-old bike, but just a bit of a different look. And so yeah, it's Sunday lunchtime now. It's taken me
weekends to get the decals on. It's been sort of working and visiting and that sort of stuff, so it's been a bit busy here. But anyway, all done now. So yeah, it's Sunday lunchtime. I'm going to head off now and do a big loop and probably do a little bike build video. So expect to see something pop up in the next couple of weeks. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll hope to see you out in the trail soon.